Yeah, I mean, you touched on it. Griselda definitely shed a lot of light on all these dope artists kind of in this lane. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that sound, it's kind of been missing. I feel like there was like an era in the early 2000s where, there was just something, it was lacking, like the soul, like that grimy boom bap sound just kind of went away. And a lot of it's because people really moved away from like a lot of sample based stuff, and it's kind of been slowly coming back. And and Westside and Griselda, they did it right, man. They just really kind of made it. I don't know. They made it cool again to just do that grimy underground nasty shit, and part of it's him bringing like a fashion element to it, and everything that they do is just the brand is very strong. So there's a lot of guys who, kind of try and follow that model now, which is cool. And, we try to do that a little bit too, with like the in-house producers, and, Crime, of course, does his fashion stuff with the Manteca line, which is fire. And you can't say enough about those guys, man. They really they made it possible for a lot of people like us to just, be here with you and doing these interviews and stuff. I never thought I'd be getting one of these interviews, 3 years ago when we kind of kicked this off. So yeah, man. But for me, the samples, I just grew up in that era, man. I just grew up listening to sample-based music. Like when I'm first starting out, I hear a sample from a beat, like a premiere beat or something. I just would spend time just trying to recreate the beat, just to figure out how to be as good as him, or just how to figure out how to make that sound work. And it's just something I love. Nothing wrong with people who are musicians and bring that element into beats. I think it really works well when there's like a sample based hip hop beat, and then you get like additional instrumentation on it. I mean, it's really, I'm definitely not hating on any of that stuff, but I just kind of have my own pocket, real dirty, grimy. I always say my beats sound like an anxiety attack. So, but honestly, I'm trying to expand a little bit also. I'm trying to, get a different sound. Like when I link with Crime, we like to do stuff that's like, kind of got like an idea behind it, Like our last joint on Fat Beats was really just sort of like this, like a commentary on like capitalism and just like the effects it's got on our society and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm pushing my stuff on our next album to do something a little smoother, a little bit of a different sound for me, especially. So I am trying to evolve a little bit, but it's definitely still in that sample-based world. You know what I'm saying? I guess I have a tentative names. I don't know if I'm going to reveal it yet. And I also got a couple people thinking about releasing it through. But, I can tell you about the way I want to set it up. I want to set it up as like an instrumental project. And then I want to have, 3, 4, 5 songs featuring a lot of rappers, that will only be available with like physical copies. But I want to kind of like get my first solo body work out there as just something that could, kind of shed light on like my diversity, I guess. Like I said before, a lot of the stuff me and Crime have done has been really kind of like dark and dirty. And I think there is another side of me, production wise, that people, should get familiar with. So I'm going to do that. Of course, I'm going to pay a little fan service to, everyone who's been rocking with us and knows what they can expect from me sonically. But I want to kind of like evolve a little bit. And for that reason, I don't want to have too many rappers on the project. Like I said, I'll just do some extra bonus stuff. But yeah, I'm looking to get that out by the end of the year for sure. This whole pandemic has kind of like put a little dent in everyone's release schedule. And like, I don't want to drop something when people are hurting for money. And so we'll see how it goes.